7:10 a.m. on this Monday morning, December 15th, 2025. This is a little bit of a follow-up to my rather long video that I came out with yesterday pertaining to childhood, in which I brought about a lot of information from my childhood pertaining to quite a few different topics and subjects at hand. And I wanted to, this was actually to be the main focus right here um, for that video was about our sun, and that being a star. And this is some homework from back when I was a child. And if you go back to my previous video from yesterday and actually watch it, then you'll be a little bit more up to speed over what I was gearing up towards in order to try to make some sense out of this, that, and the other thing. I will leave a link in the description to that video from yesterday in case you do want to watch it, so that you have that little bit of lead in to this follow up. Many people, especially those round about my age, which I am 58 years old, and it's taken me 50 years, give or take, to come to a lot of self-actualizations and self-realizations beyond those psychological terms, because we also have to become actualized and realized of our spiritual selves. But I won't go any further into that, because this is about our so-called sun, or as the Bible now references it as being, through that so-called Mandela effect, the greater light. And I will go ahead and make mention of the lesser light, aka the moon, once we go through this right here, because there's information that really does not make much sense anymore these days. When I was a child, and which I had made reference to this within yesterday's compilation of information video from my childhood, I related how many people of my age group or thereabouts remember the sun being a different color than what we currently see today. Although many past movies and television series that kind of pinpoint the sun within their recordings sometimes comes out to look very similar to the sun today. Within yesterday's recordings, I made mention about Max Laughlin and those videos about his theory of CERN and how it propelled us into a different dimension, in which I sort of somewhat agree with that. But more so that just flat out we are not in the same location of time and space. And once again, going back to yesterday's video, to where my childhood drawings of the solar system and the sun and whatnot, and which those pictures, the sun is orange. Okay? Yesteryear, and within my memories and memories of others, we used to have what we would see as a yellow sun throughout the day, and then an orange sunrise and sunset. That was your typical sun at that time period throughout my life, my observations thereof. But today we look up and we see this white glow. It's always seeming to have cloud coverage around it, okay? And plus, for some reason, this strange camera anomaly that has been coming up, whether it is viewing on the sun, the moon, or unfortunately, an LED flashlight, as I have shown. But right here we have more about the stars. Okay, so what do we already know about the stars? Now, mind you, this is a ditto copied homework assignment from back when I was a child, back in the 1970s. What do we know about the stars? We know that they are suns. They are made up of gases. They are very far away. We have listed some ways in which stars are alike. Now let us see if we can find some ways in which they are different. Stars are suns, but that does not mean that all suns are alike. Suns are of different sizes. Some are brighter and hotter than others. How hot they are and how large they seem to be depends on the distance they are from the Earth. Astronomers have put stars into classes according to their brightness. They call them supergiants, giants, main sequence, and white dwarfs. The supergiants and the giants, as you can imagine, are the very largest stars. But that does not mean they are the hottest. They are so much larger than our sun, they can send out more heat. We are glad the supergiants and the giants are not close to us as our sun. If they were, everything on Earth would be destroyed. The large supergiants are red in color. This means that for stars they are cool. Some of the giants shine with yellowish light. The color indicates that their temperature is about like that of our sun. Some stars are a deep orange in color. The white dwarfs are small, but they are so very hot they shine out with a blue light. They are twice as hot as our sun. Our sun is in the main sequence class. Okay? Now get that. Our sun is put in the main sequence class. Most of the stars are in this class, for they are of medium size and temperature. Okay? Remember that. Astronomers have also grouped the stars according to their brightness. Another word that the astronomers use for the star's brightness is magnitude. The strange part of it is that the stars with the greatest magnitude or brightness are given smaller numbers. 0 or first magnitude stars are the very brightest. Those less bright are of the second magnitude. It is difficult to see the stars beyond the fifth magnitude with a telescope. On a clear night, observe the different colors of the stars. Can you tell the giants from the dwarfs? Can you see they are different magnitudes? Now then, when you go into actual research into our sun and the viewing of our sun, it states that the reason for the coloration of the sun is because of various components within our sky that causes the coloration of the sun. Because if you were to actually view the sun from outer space, it would be completely white. And you can research this for yourself, right? Completely white. And thing is today we look up at the sun and we see this, well, I like to coin it as being a silvery brightness, white, if you will, which really appears as though the coloration to the reflective material within a flashlight behind the bulb. Okay? And even more so with an LED flashlight, or for you people overseas or wherever that uses the term torch. Okay? Yeah, no difference, same thing, just different words. But they say that all the colorations to what we see in space is due to, once again, those components within our atmosphere and within the layers of our atmosphere. That is what causes the colorations. Okay, now then, we have this thing with Miss Luna, the moon, aka the lesser light. And when we view the lesser light, well, it appears as though it is just a dull coloration of white or gray depending on the moon glow, because we have sunshine and moon glow. Okay? The reason why they call it moon glow, because of the reflection of the light from the sun, right? So now we have once again a whitish coloration to the moon because of a white sun. But what does it say about white suns? Huh? The white dwarfs are small, but they are so very hot. Gee, is that another reason? Why they are spraying or releasing the silver particulates or other reflective materials? Because we are in fact under a white dwarf and not what they claim as, where we go here, as a main sequence. Okay, and furthermore, when we view the moon, what about all the different colorations to those massive mineral deposits? Now you can see what I am speaking of if you do your research of the colorations of these mineral deposits. Many different colors. But how do they see those colors? Are they visible with just the naked eye? No. What about with the common telescope? Not so much. And of course, we got these people out there that zoom in, with their today's high-powered digital cameras that can really, get up tight with, the craters and whatnot. But we still can't see those mineral deposits, even though it's reported that, they're all over the moon. No, you have to have a special camera to see those colors. But yet it says that, the reason for us seeing colors of stars and more is because of, once again, those components within our atmospheres, including pollution, right? But my main question is once again in relation to this white dwarf scenario. Our sun is put in the main sequence class. That's what I was looking for right there. But is that real? Or are we under a white dwarf? And I shouldn't even say under, but is our so-called sun a white dwarf? Or is it actually, as it states, a main sequence star? Now, I've done some screenshots over a little bit of research to the moon and the colors and all that, and I might post them into a community posting, but otherwise, if you want to see what actually led up to this video here, once again, the description to yesterday's video, rather long, can be found down in the description box. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of half asleep, half awake, whatever. I just wanted to get this done and out of my system. Let me know what you think. I'll leave off with that. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Take care. Have yourselves a great one.